So I wanted to do this video on Drambo. I haven't done a video on Drambo. It feels like a little while. Um, one of the best parts of Drambo to me personally, I've enjoyed is Flexi Sampler, which is incredible what you can do with it, especially with samples. I'm not going to demonstrate that necessarily, but I wanted to show you how it could work in connection with the SP. So right now I have the SP hooked to this. The SP is then the output is to this speaker here. So I basically recorded a song in the SP, and I'm just going to show you how you can move some stuff over here. Of course, you could, in theory, if you're trying to move the parts, you want to export it on multipad out and then drop them in here. I'm going to use the mouse. Hold on one second. But I also use my hand to point stuff out. So here's Flexi Sampler right here. You can load or record. So if I hit record, press that, click it. There's the sample right there. And then I could just drag over here, edit, trim. It's not very loud, so I generally don't like normalizing stuff. But what I'm going to do before I hit the normalize is I'm going to turn the master volume up. And I'm going to leave that headroom. I call it headroom just because I can always add like drums and knock on the end of there or something like that if I want to. But now I could sit and just do my step sequence of my drums if I wanted to. So right, then I could go over here. Let me get rid of that one. Add another audio in. Flexi Sampler is under the generator, under the samplers. I can stop it and record a snare. Boom. Click in, drag over. Again, same principle. Go ahead and trim it. And then what I usually do is say, leave yourself that headroom so if you want to add like a drums and knock on there or something. I'm just going to do like -3, close to -3. So now I can plug in some snares. Now in Drambo, if you want to, now that you see you could easily record from here, I'm going to zoom in a little bit, try to get it close to where you guys can see, hopefully the iPad better. So if you want to offset it a little bit, each slice, there is an offset button in here, but I prefer just doing it here and take the, I think it's set it to free. I'm going to use the mouse for this. And you might just nudge it a little bit forward. Maybe leave that one where it's at. I like that. You can pitch shift it if you want. If you just wanted to change it or change the speed. Those work better with samples in my opinion, but we're just doing one shots. Same principle. I'm gonna go down to miscellaneous, add in a default there, go to generator, Flexi Sampler. Let's put in a hat. Now, if you do this and you don't stop it, what it'll start doing is, well, this is all wrong here anyway. Let me delete this. What it will do is, it will start recording everything in the background. Sorry, I was trying to get that deleted while I was doing it. So let's get rid of that. We'll do it over. And we don't need a marker. Just drag the yellow one over and go ahead and trim it. Of course, I would mess it up and trim where you don't see the sample. What is wrong, Drambo? Stop. All right, you see there's the sample right there. We'll just go trim. Sometimes you could just trim a little more because there's a lot of space there. And maybe trim here a little more. This one, you could normalize it, but I'm not. I have it set to 0. I'm fine with where it's at. If you want to pitch it to find the right sample you want. I think if you reset the value to, so you get the pitch across the keyboard and Drambo, just like in Ableton when you have a sampler. I'm fine with where it's at right there. So I'm going to draw in the notes. Now, why I like them on separate ones is because it's easier. If you go on the step sequencer on the same track, then you got to sit there and place each one. It's a lot more work. So you got to do those locks and all that. I'm just going to do it this way. And we'll just throw in this. And we can always adjust the volumes right here. So if you want the velocity changes a little bit different, just go ahead and adjust it. Right, because this is drawing in notes. There's a retrigger button. So if you want something to like do that, you could put a little ratchet on that. So there you go. So now 5, and remember you can add more tracks. You're not limited to just 8 in Drambo. So if you want more, you could add more. I'm not gonna do it right now. I'm just letting you know. Let's say you have a sample you want to start bringing in. Same principle. Go ahead and add an audio input, generator, flexi sampler if that's what you want to use. That's what I like to use. Now, why is it beneficial to do this? Well, let's say in your SP you have some, well, we don't have to, let's say, it's just there. You have a bunch of effects, right? So you could use the effects to go ahead and affect the sample. All right, so here's some chords I recorded. Let's just record them in here. That was bad. Let's do it again. Okay, stop it. Then you could go in and start trimming out chords. Now we're going to use the markers, right? I'm not going to worry about the one that I messed up on. I'm just going to place markers at all of them. This is the one I messed up on right there. Right. I'm placing these with this mouse just because it's a little bit quicker. Okay, so now we have markers there. If you want to trim down some of this excess stuff, you could. So go ahead and hit trim. I didn't mean to do that. So let's see, where's the undo in here? Is that it? Edit. I guess I can't undo that. That was weird. All right, let's do that again. We'll record the chords again. import the first one again, because I didn't like the way it sounded. All right. I'm using different velocities, so that's the reason why I have to do that. All right, so see, I didn't like the way that first one. Let's take these markers off, actually. And let's do this. Let's go ahead and trim first what you don't want on here. Let's see. And that's the last one. Okay, so we'll go ahead and trim first. Now we have all the chords that we want in here, and we can start adding markers. So sometimes I find my hand is like a pencil in here is pretty amazing if you want to do this quicker. I can't talk today, obviously. And then here. And then here. All right, so now you just chop let's assume this is a sample. I'm just putting chords for that sake. You see it'll play just like everything there. So you have to go in and set the slices. I'm gonna set them per note. And we're gonna go slice versus one shot. So now the slices are on the keyboard like that. So you can start placing them. So maybe you want this one for a bar. Let's go ahead. If you drag along here, you can lengthen the bars to let's do 8. Let's just do 4 for the sake of time. I'm going to play these in because that's how I feel more comfortable. So I'm going to hit record and then play. Okay. Get rid of that last one. Now here they are played. So you could do this with anything you slice, right? Just slice it and just play it back. And then you want volume too, just increase your volume. So it's a different way of sequencing. It's basically using the iPad as a sequencer and just the SP to develop the sounds that you want. I don't know, it's just an option. Then you can start building your bass. There's different types of samplers in here. That's not what I want. So I like the ability to spread it across the keys the way I'm doing. So I'm gonna record in. I'm gonna go get another audio. Same principle. Grab a generator. We're gonna go flexi sampler because what I want to be able to do is play this slice. So I'm gonna pick a bass. This is in C. Okay. Same thing. Just go in, crop the sample down like that, trim it. I'm not going to normalize it. It's fine where it's at. I'm going to turn it all the way up. Now, it's one shot right now. We're going to go slice. And we're going to set this to note. Well, that's not how we want to do it. Let's see, velocity, just turn that off. That should be playing in a pitch. By the way, in case you don't know, there is a keyboard here. And then to lock it, there's a lock. If you prefer to play it like this instead of the pad form on there. All right, so then you can press. Oops, I'm sorry. I hit the camera. My bad. Can't get into you playing that much, right? Yeah. All right, so apologies for that in advance. I'm not going to be editing that. You're just going to have to enjoy that headbutt I just gave you. All right. There we go. So just wanted to show you that. It's a workflow in Drambo with the SP. You can use this together as a combination if you're not wanting to use Koala. I love Koala too. I mean, I like them both. This gives you the step sequencer more. Koala has the ability and the sequencers to, you could draw in the notes for sure, and do it that way. You could also use their keyboard. So it's just whatever method you want. Is Koala probably easier? Maybe, I guess. But there's a lot of cool features in Drambo that are worth having. And that is a lot to do with the probabilities, the retriggers, etc., etc. Don't have that in Koala. So, you got to pick what you want. But yeah, you could use retriggers even on your bass, which is, I don't know, that'd be kind of interesting though to see. But let's just see. Let's play with it. I have to see it now that I said it. I don't even know what it did there, to be honest with you. That's funny. Now I can't get it up. There we go. Who would do that on a bass anyway, right? Maybe me. All right, so that's the end of this video. I wanted to just show you guys a workflow with the SP and Drambo, and that's what I got. All right.